Moments away from the start of Game 2 on the day of the 2018 3C2A Water Polo Championships, live from West Valley College. It's the host, the top seed in the north, West Valley, the Vikings. They'll be taking on LA Valley. LA Valley, champions of the Western State Conference, 6-0 in that conference. And they do have a win over the top team in the state earlier in the year versus Golden West. Golden West will play in Game 4 on the day versus Merced later on. Join myself, Jeff Stoynoff, Emery Johnson, coming up here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We are underway here between West Valley and LA Valley. Vikings and the Monarchs here. Game 2 of the day on SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage of the 2018 Water Polo Championships. In the white caps, it's the Monarchs. In the blue caps, it's the Vikings. Early possession for the Vikings, thwarted by the Monarchs, and they will have possession near side. Sarkeesian. Over far side, this is Arakelian. Arakelian under duress. Bruner brings it up top, back to Arakelian. Near side. Sarkeesian working it around. Little movement here. Big shot from up front. It's Davo Arakelian striking first blood for LA Valley. And he is the lead goal scorer on the season for the Monarchs. 78 goals coming in. Make it 79. And LA Valley on the board early versus the Vikings. So West Valley will look to respond here. West Valley led by Enrico Demuno. Demuno, we saw him last year at Cuesta. Looks like we'll have an exclusion. West Valley regrouping here after the foul call. No exclusion. They enter it into the middle. And just like that with the response, Misael Andino. Andino on the year's third leading scorer. Well, tied for second on the team for the Vikings. Enrico Demuno, Xavier Domingo, and Misael Andino. Andino on the board. It's 1-1 early on between the Monarchs and the Vikings. Caucasian holding out front here for the Monarchs, getting ready to restart after West Valley responded to an early goal. Spread the word, everybody, on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Also on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Caucasian surveying the defense out in front. Jafet Hernandez defending out front. Demuno. Are we going to have a turnover?
The referee's having them line up again because of some clock issues. That's what I was talking to the board a second ago, and they said some of the bigger issues that they're having were stoppage of play. Had nothing to do with the gameplay itself. It had to do with the actual clock. So,
gotcha.
So we are working out the kinks early on, but the ref will give it back to Los Angeles Valley.
So let's do that again. Caucasian out with it out front. Guarded by Jafet Hernandez. Aaron Sarkeesian enters into the middle. He's looking for his man Carson Arnett. Arnett fouled. There'll be an exclusion here. So kick out power play opportunity for the Monarchs. Monarchs very good on the power play this season. Out front. Now on the far side. This is Arakelian with an early goal. They're looking for a lane. Arakelian rising up out of the pool. Waist high. Brings it near side. Back to the middle. Terrific movement out front. And Louis Bruner.
Yeah, what you're watching them do right there is they're passing around, trying to get the defense to spread out as much as possible, and finally they got the separation that they needed in the center. And in men's water polo, that's a big, dangerous move, especially because they throw a heck of a lot harder, and that ball comes in really fast.
So Bruner coming in with 67 goals on the season into this one, second leading scorer on the year for the Monarchs behind Dava Arakelian, who scored the first goal. It's 2-1 LA Valley. Domingo with it out front for the Vikings. They dump it into the middle. Swarming defense from the Monarchs is going to draw an exclusion. Working against Enrico DeMuno. DeMuno, such a presence down low. Flings it far side, out front. Andino, DeMuno. DeMuno holding, looking for a lane, just looking for that misdirection that you alluded to earlier today, Emery. Andino, near side. Andino, they're looking for Enrico DeMuno. Goes off the top of the cage.
And that's just unlucky right there. I mean, he had a really good throw, and he had that top corner wide open. It was right past the goalie. He just hit that corner, bounced out.
And here's LA Valley on a counter. Quickly back the other way. Arakelian out front, rises up, comes near side. Safian.
Watch for them to keep throwing it around. You only have one man inside right now.
Kesey and the lefty off of the top of the cage as well. Ricochets out front. Shot clock resets. Another possession here for the Monarchs. Carson Arnett holding far side. There'll be some action back and forth. Gukazian will be whistled for a foul. We're going back the other way. And is this going to be an exclusion here, Emery?
I didn't see whether or not it would be. They're now bringing out.
Well, they're bringing out Enrico DeMuno, and DeMuno will be subbed in for by Cole Scheller. And DeMuno being looked at by the training staff. Oh, he's got a bloody nose.
Yeah, okay, so stoppage not necessarily for exclusion. It would be a just trying to get the guy healthy. He can't be bleeding in the pool. That's tough because you don't want to lose your first-string goalkeeper early on like this in the first.
No, DeMuno, not the first-string goalkeeper. He's the top scorer on the year for West Valley.
I apologize. I was looking at the wrong cap.
So the Vikings, momentarily down, their best goal scorer on the season. And you have to wonder, with the concern of head injuries, in recent memory, you have to wonder if the training staff's going to have to take a look at him and maybe could be concerned about a possible concussion.
Yeah, especially here at the college level now that the NCAA has cracked down on concussions, as well as the 3C2A is following the same exact protocol. They don't play any games with that, and they're going to walk him over to see if they can give him an evaluation. That would be exactly what I'm assuming.
West Valley going to have to step it up here. They're trailing LA Valley 2-1. So the Monarchs with a break early.
Oh man.
Terrific entry pass, but better defense, and we're going to have, is this going to be an exclusion? It will be. It looks like Gukazian's going to come off. Another power play opportunity for the Vikings. Let's see if they can capitalize. Andino out with it. Looking for some room is West Valley. Just terrific defense, packing it in on the power play, trying to defend it off. Andino rising up. Comes up and fires! Second goal of the game for Misa Andino.
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely rifled in there. Holy cow.
Cannon shot from Andino ties it up at 2.
They did a good job of slowing their play up right there, making sure the defense was looking for the centering pass as opposed to a shot inside, and they did just that with such a Good shot.
So Andino, second goal of the game, 55 on the year now for the sophomore. So LA Valley loses their lead even after West Valley lost their leading goal scorer on the year. See if the Monarchs can respond. Bruner with it out front, looking for an open lane. Goes far side. This is Arnett. Arnett, Bruner. Good active hands in the pool here. By West Valley. Punctuated by the block. Near side by Jafet Hernandez. Cross cage. And Carson Arnett puts one into the goal.
Right back at it. And you see him go all the way across with that pass, and it wasn't a centering pass, it was all the way to the other side, and he just puts it top corner.
It's a great find from Davo Arakelian. 3-2, the Monarchs respond. Good turnout here today, poolside. And you would expect nothing less here. West Valley hosting 2018 3C2A Water Polo Championships. Domingo with it out front. Domingo looking for an open man. Touch pass near side, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to go against Jafet Hernandez. Possession back to the Monarchs. Under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It's a 3-2 lead for LA Valley. Deflection, West Valley with the steal.
That was just a silly turnover. Just kind of a confusion on where the ball was, and
I think that a good job by West Valley taking advantage of an opportunity. Now we're going to get an exclusion here for LA Valley. So West Valley on the power play yet again. They've been pretty good thus far. Hernandez with it out front, looking for Andino. He goes far side. Andino now with it. Hernandez. Boudelet. Andino trying to rise up. Up top, Hernandez!
Wow.
Again. Check that, Domingo, excuse me. Xavier from Andino. And how about West Valley with a response here? We'll see it again as Domingo rises up. Terrific job there. Nice job on camera ops there, Emery. Mike Cepeda, Emery Johnson, Jeff Stoynoff with you on the call here today. It's a 2018 3C2A Water Polo Finals live from Saratoga. Knotted up at 3-all.
That's 2 goals from the exact same position. You can tell they're trying to exploit that side of the side of the pool there from West Valley.
Enter it into the middle. Looking for some breathing room. This is Nordanian. Great defense from West Valley. As they are turned away are the Monarchs. Andino now with it up front. Terrific find from Marco Kruska. Kruska in goal today here for West Valley. Andino, one-on-one. Brings it out. This is Boudelet. Boudelet enters in. This is Scheller. Scheller holding off the defender. Rises up. Skip shot into the cage.
Let's get a replay on camera,
Scheller.
too.
And Scheller really just catches everybody off guard here. Scheller rising up, and he just skips it in. And Tobias Jensen mistimes it, comes out of the pool, and just like that, West Valley now with a 4-3 lead. So now the Monarchs trailing for the first time today to the home team, West Valley Vikings.
Kick out Boudelet.
Boudelet will come off, so a power play opportunity for the Monarchs. See if they can tie things up here after the kick out. Out front, Gukazian. Far side, Bruner. Back to Gukazian. Good movement, solid, crisp passing from the Monarchs. That one tapped out. Luis Bruner mishandled it momentarily, couldn't get a clean shot, and skips over the cage. Back to full strength for West Valley, and they're coming back with their counter. And Dino rises up. That's a great find right on the doorstep. And coming out, that was Jensen.
Now with it, Tony Gavorkian.
Check that. Tony Gavorkian coming out of his spot in goal for the Monarchs. Monarchs now on the counter. Sukezian inside. And that was Carson Arnett off the feed from Sukezian.
What a great centering pass right there, and you've actually noticed they've gone from one in the middle down to two in the middle, and watch as they just creep in there.
That's a great find. And Cusco really no chance.
They just play the numbers right there. That was, like I said, they've been playing one in the middle, and then all of a sudden they bring in two right there on the counter, and that's a great job.
4-all near the end of the first period, under 30 seconds to go here. Foul, but no exclusion. Andino holding out front. This is Gomez. Gomez looking inside. Trying to turn on it was Japhet Hernandez. He is denied.
By Nordanian.
Nordanian with the steal. The Monarchs with likely what's going to be the final possession in the opening quarter. Bruner with it out front. Brings it back to Nordanian. He fires away over the top of the cage and will go in at the end of one. 4-all, LA Valley, West Valley. It's the 2018 3C2A Water Polo Championships live from Saratoga. start of the second period. 4-all between LA Valley and West Valley. Semifinal number 1 in the men's bracket here at SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage of the 2018 Water Polo Championships. We're broadcasting live from West Valley College. The Vikings in the blue caps working now left to right. Still have not seen top goal scorer for West Valley, Enrico DeMuno. After an early injury, looked like he had a bloody nose, so maybe you wonder if he maybe caught an elbow. But it's been Andino leading the way for the Vikings in the absence of the top goal scorer for the Vikings. Rising up, this is Gukazian. Gukazian can't find a lane. That's great defense by Domingo. Gukazian still working against Domingo, enters it in, and that ball converged on by Kruska. So Marco Kruska will send things back the other way. Domingo out front, broadcasting worldwide. Everybody, you have some friends, you have some family, send them the link. Our channel, SoCal College Sports 1, and that's Xavier Domingo. From Escuelas Unión in Barcelona.
Yeah, he doesn't even there's no anticipation to pass there. He just kind of picks the ball up and goes straight at the goal.
It's a straight rifle shot. It's 5-4. LA Valley is trailing by 1. West Valley, the home team, takes the lead. See if the Monarchs can respond here. And that's a great save by Kruska, denying Gukazian.
That was very close to coming back and tying it right up there. Mike, you said it. I mean, their only goal here is to tie the game, and based on what we've watched from both teams, you can assume that every single possession means a chance to score here.
Some pretty impressive arms, and if you think you see some solid arms right here, wait till later. Golden West usually have a few cannons at their disposal. Not only in the pool, but on the diamond as well.
Yeah, they're a baseball team. Couple trips up to the state tournament.
Hernandez whirls around, has that deflected off of a defender. But it will go back to LA Valley as Hernandez is denied, and we'll have a timeout in action. Are we going to have a timeout called by LA Valley? So we'll have some substitutions in the timeout here at the pool. You're watching the 3C2A Water Polo Championship semifinal number 1 in the men's bracket, LA Valley and West Valley, here on SoCal College Sports. Sure to watch us on our mobile device, on a mobile device. SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. And if you have an Apple TV, a Roku, anything with a YouTube app, you can catch this broadcast live or on the archive copy. SoCal College Sports 1. LA Valley out of a timeout. Up a man. So power play opportunity to see if they can even things up. They trail it 5-4. This is West Valley. Looking for their spot here. Gukazian rises up. Near side, this is Bruner, and Bruner puts it in.
Nice skip shot there. They just kind of kept passing around the interior, and you're waiting for that shot, that chance to throw the ball underneath, and you actually see the arm come down. Watch this. The defender, he's looking, trying to find where the ball's going to be at, and so they keep moving around. He's going to put his arm up, and it just goes straight underneath the goalkeeper's arm. There's nothing you can do about it.
So a skip shot in for Bruner, ties it up at 5-all here in the second period. 5:35 to go here in the second quarter. If you'd like to chime in, hit us up on Twitter at SoCal College SPL. Also, there's a YouTube chat feature, either on the computer or on a mobile device. Feel free to chime in, let us know how you're doing, who you're rooting for. Quick turn, that's a fantastic save by Gevorkian. Tony denies West Valley the lead. And now back the other way we come here for the Monarchs. Sukezian enters it into the middle. It's going to be Arakelian. We'll have an exclusion here, another power play opportunity. Double exclusion. So DeMuno back into the fray, but he's excluded off quickly. So 2 men down. That one denied by Kruska. Down 2 players. Kruska denies the Monarchs. We stay tied at 5-all. West Valley back to full strength.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where he could easily be down. I mean, that was a very good shot going to his far side, and he had to make a good move.
And Dino with a bluff at it, working against Gukazian. Shot clock goes off. It's a turnover. Back the other way we go for the Monarchs. LA Valley now with possession up ahead. This is Arakelian. Arakelian waiting for his man Sukezian. Gets it to him. Gukazian up at the middle. And Sukezian. Bruner. Good movement here. Solid passing Arakelian off of the cage. And it's going to go back the other way. So Kruska cuts off the angle, and the Monarchs are denied. Tight battle here in the second period. 3:30 and counting here. We have a good one in semifinal number 1. Domingo with it out front. He's fouled, rises up. That one off of the side of the cage, and we're back the other way for the Monarchs.
Shot from Domingo, left side of the cage.
Gevorkian will bring it up ahead. Bruner back to Gukazian. Arakelian far side. Steal here for West Valley. Back to Kruska. Kruska looking for his team to counter. West Valley very quick in the pool. Kevon Auger. Auger enters in looking for Andino. Andino, the first man there, looking for the center, and that one stolen nicely by Gukazian. Great anticipation in the middle of the pool.
Yeah, you see him looking for that pass. 2 ways to go. He could try to throw it inside, or he could try to pass it out, and he read it perfectly. As he makes that move, he pushes off his man and is able to get around him and get the ball. It's almost like it was a pass right to him. That's how good his read was on it.
Kruska with another save. Going back the other way after a foul. Back to Kruska, surveying the pool, brings it near side, back to Auger. Two-way action, going back the other way as Auger extended the arm. Getting a little chippy in the pool here, Emery.
Yeah, as as it goes, and anybody who's played the sport can tell you, And I certainly will. If you haven't, it gets a little bit violent underneath the pool. As underneath the water, it's a much different game than what you see above the water. And the refs are doing their best job to make sure it's fair, and that's why you see a lot of those fouls called. But
Bruner hooks his defender. It's back the other way here for the Vikings, and we'll have an exclusion when we come back in favor of West Valley. See if they can take the lead on a power play. West Valley now with possession, 5-all versus the Monarchs of LA Valley. Men's bracket semifinal between the top seed in the north and the 2 seed in the south. Coming up later today, it'll be semifinal number 2 for both the men's and the women's. Women's will be next. It'll be San Joaquin Delta and Fullerton. DeMuno back into the fray. Up top, rising up and fires.
Wow.
Immediately seeing him make his presence felt after missing some time due to injury. Look at how high he gets up out of the pool. Rifle shot into the corner of the cage. DeMuno on the board here in semifinal number 1. 6-5 lead for West Valley.
Oh, what an incredible shot. I mean, there's the reason why he's the top scorer. Right there.
Top scorer for West Valley coming in. DeMuno, 65 goals now on the season.
Oh my gosh. That's among the best of them in this league.
That's a fact.
There they go on the turnover.
Turnover.
West
Valley going to get it back, and there. I want to say that. Okay, so what happened there was that Kruska putting the ball under the water.
Yeah.
So Kruska gets whistled. It's a turnover. Gukazian gives it out front. Arakelian. Far side, everybody back with their caps on. Gukazian looking for an open lane.
What a great block by the defense.
That's a fantastic block there by Alger. Check that, Xander Bonnet with the save. Still with LA Valley. Kruska rises up, gets a hand on it, and Bonnet will bring it up. Back to Andina, and Kruska will let everybody get up the pool. Andino enters near side. This is Gomez, and Gomez is fouled. No exclusion. Gomez rising up, bluffs at it, gives it back to Bonnet. Domingo enters it in. Kevorkian right there.
To your comment, Mike, you're going to notice a couple more whistles being called right now. Things are getting as physical as they usually get in here, men's water polo, and there's a reason why we wear 2 Speedos when you're in the water. You grab and you push and you throw as much as you can to push the other guy off of you and create as much distress in that water.
Gukazian wide left. Kruska cutting off the angle yet again. Kruska's been fantastic in goal here for West Valley. Up ahead. That one getting away from Alger. looking for a streaking bonnet.
He was hoping that ball would just stop and dead in the water when it landed, but he got more skip than he asked for.
Caucasian enters it in. That one denied by Domingo, and we go in at the end of 2, halftime, 6-5. The home team West Valley Vikings with a 1-goal lead. About to get underway here with the second half, third period. Between West Valley and LA Valley, the Vikings with a 1-goal lead on top of the Monarchs. Semifinal number 1. game 2 of the day here on our coverage of the 2018 Water Polo Championships live from Saratoga. We are broadcasting from the campus of West Valley College. The Vikings, top team in the North, coming in with an overall record of 22-5, 6-0 in conference. A battle for the ball near side. Vikings in the blue caps. In the white caps, the Monarchs. If you're just joining us, Enrico DeMuno has played in spot duty here today. He was injured early on, had a nose issue. And Dino with 2 goals here today. He leads everybody. It's the battle of number 5s, as Dino has 2. And Carson Arnett also with 2. And Dino with an out power play opportunity after the kick out for LA Valley. And Dino with it up top. The ball is stolen. Gukazian baiting in Dino into that throw. And the Monarchs come away unscathed after the power play. Arthur Safian comes up the pool.
Kick out Scheller.
Scheller will come out after the kick out. Up top, Bruner looking for a lane. Power play opportunity right back for the Monarchs. They can even things up right here. Looking cross cage, deflection comes right off, and that one put into the back of the neck by Safian. So Arthur ties things up at 6-all. We'll see the replay here. Great job by Safian getting composed and finding the near side cage. So things knotted up at 6 apiece between LA Valley and West Valley here in the third quarter. Might we see Enrico DeMuno, and indeed DeMuno back into the pool here for West Valley. Scored is tied up. Domingo chasing the ball down. Up at the top. 5 on the shot clock here for West Valley. DeMuno loses the ball. Gukazian, it's a steal. Bruner also with 2 goals here today for the Monarchs. Bruner and Arnett, top goal scorers, with 2 apiece. And Dino with a steal. And Dino, it's a very fast team in the pool on the counter here for West Valley, and we go back the other way. Ball finds itself back with Scheller. Scheller looking up the pool, looking for Andino. No, he'll go far side. Far side over to Bonnet. Bonnet to a DeMuno. DeMuno looking for Andino. Andino able to turn on it. He is fouled. So West Valley will retain possession. Andino rising up, and that ball stolen nicely in the middle. Gukazian again. So momentum here for the Monarchs. Gukazian rises up, can't handle it cleanly. Might have been held there underneath, but it finds itself, the ball does, into the hands of Kruska. Up ahead to Andino. Another counterattack opportunity here for West Valley. Andino working up on the ball, and he's fouled from behind. Are we going to see an exclusion or a 5-meter? It'll just be a power play opportunity here for the Vikings.
Timeout West Valley.
And we'll have a timeout called by Willow Rodriguez for the Vikings. Want to talk things over and see if he can take the lead here with his Viking crew. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. and family that want to watch today's broadcast and all the broadcasts throughout the weekend, go to www.socalcollegesports.com. Catch us on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. Friends and family, tell them worldwide. Back to battle here poolside from West Valley, as the Vikings all knotted up with the Monarchs from LA Valley. 6-6. We're in the third quarter. Semifinal number 1 in the men's bracket. Domingo with it out front. Domingo back to him. Power play opportunity. Bonnet looking for a lane. Domingo up top. DeMuno looking for some room. Maneuvers around. That one saved point blank by Gavorkian. So another missed opportunity here on the power play by the Vikings. And here comes the counterattack from LA Valley, as Safayan comes up the pole, but that's going to be a foul called against Nordanian. And we go back the other way. Here for West Valley, Domingo enters it far side. Over to Boudelet. Boudelet with the head of steam. Slows it down, brings it back to Domingo at the top. Domingo looking for some space, waiting for something to open up. 9 on the shot clock. Down to 7. Steal, another steal by Gukazian. Another counter opportunity for the Monarchs as Nordanian comes up into the pool. He'll be fouled. He'll hand off Zukazian. Bruner, 2 goals here today, looking to add to that total. No, let's make it an assist to Aaron Zukazian. And the Monarchs take a 7-6 lead here in the third quarter. We'll see the replay here. That's a terrific find from Bruner. And you have to respect the arm of Bruner. Everybody moves. Creates a lane for Zukazian. Zukazian puts it in. The West Valley will look to respond. Emery, you kind of had the feeling that the Monarchs were starting to build some momentum, and now they have taken a 7-6 lead in the third, trailing it at halftime by 1. That one skipped just right of the cage by Xavier Domingo.
Yeah, they were definitely building on a little bit of momentum early on in the first, and now it's kind of being shown that their tactical game plan is now starting to work out a lot better than West Valley is at the moment. But we'll see how West Valley chooses to change this. But they've taken a couple timeouts here early, and it seems like it has worked towards their advantage.
Power play opportunity here for the Monarchs as Andino is whistled for an exclusion. Zukazian, touch pass, gets it back from Nordanian. Top of the key, that one deflected out.
But the most important thing there is that they maintain possession of the ball here.
West Valley back to full strength.
Staying on that attack.
That one tapped out and deflected by West Valley. Again, good active hands here from the Vikings. Back the other way we go. Here's Alger. Alger by himself. Will he rise up and fire? No, that is great convergence defensively from Gukazian. He's been all over the pool. Domingo now with possession, brings it back. He's fouled. No exclusion, though. Hernandez, Jaffet. He'll rise up, touch shot,
wow.
And that hits the corner of the cage.
He actually caught him a little bit by surprise there. They're expecting a little bit of a volley, I think, is what they're going for on that back post, and he ended up going straight at the net, and the goalkeeper almost missed that.
Yep.
And that would have just lofted straight into the back of the net.
So the lead remains 1 for LA Valley. They don't give it up. Gukasian denied point blank. Good double team in the middle by Alger and Domingo. Kruska comes away with it. And now LA Valley a man down with Gukasian back.
This is a good chance here for West Valley to try and equalize here.
That one over the top of the cage, fired by Jafet Hernandez. And Hernandez just didn't seem like he was comfortable with the grip on it. Back the other way we come. Here's Bruner. Bruner with 2 goals already, looking to add to that total. Kruska comes up, rises out of the pool, and it's Jafet Hernandez from behind who steals it back for West Valley.
What a great job of defense that was. I mean, oh my goodness. You have a fast break coming down the pool, right in the center. I mean, he has the whole goal to work with, and to be able to catch up and get your hands around the ball and prevent him from raising up and putting lift on it, that is excellent defense.
Hernandez over to Domingo. Domingo working with it. Entering in. Domingo surveying. He'll fire. I mean, Domingo has an absolute cannon, just not on the mark that time.
You're looking at an upkeep in tempo here from West Valley. They're trying to speed things up and score off of some sloppy play from
Sarkeesian with a free run, working on Kruska. Rises up, and Kruska with a save. Kruska with a couple words to Sarkeesian as well.
What a big save. I mean, he got his hand in there, and let me tell you, he's done his best job that he possibly can here for West Valley. LA Valley has been throwing a lot of attack at him, and he's just stood tall, for lack of a better term.
Sarkeesian unable to put it in, so the lead remains 1 for LA Valley. They still have possession. Nordanian puts it underneath. Well, we have
he's calling it 5.
Whistles, or competing whistles here. We'll have an exclusion. Domingo's going to come off.
Pardon me, I thought it was inside 5, but they're going to go for the exclusion.
Sarkeesian, that's great movement, and that one over the top of the crossbar. Nothing doing there for LA Valley.
I think I got the better term here. He egg-beatered hard, and he stood tall, or he egg-beatered tall. There we go. Because when you're treading water polo, we use egg-beater. Is the way that we do it.
Kruska fires the length of the pool, saved by Gavorkian. But a 1-point deficit at the half has turned into a 1-point lead for LA Valley. We go into the 4th. The Monarchs with a 1-goal lead, 7-6, on top of the host, West Valley Vikings. Stay tuned. West Valley denied in the third quarter. 2 goals on the board for LA Valley, as Arthur Safayan and Aaron Zukijian enable the Monarchs to take the lead heading into the final period of play. 7-6, semifinal number 1. The winner punches their ticket to tomorrow's final in the men's bracket. Loser will play in the second game tomorrow, a third place game for 2018 Water Polo Championships in the 3C2A. Mike Cepeda, Emery Johnson, Jeff Stoynoff with you on the call here today. Coming up after this, San Joaquin Delta and Fullerton in the women's bracket, semifinal number 2. Beautiful campus here, and a beautiful facility, aquatics facility on the campus of West Valley College.
I thought we were driving up to a full-fledged university when we first showed up. I was going, oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
If I'm being told that San Jose State has their games here.
That would definitely be a testament to how nice of a complex this is here for West Valley.
I'm being told that Matt Epstein was the one who scored the second goal in that third period for LA Valley. I don't remember it that way. I believe it was Bruner with the assist to Aaron Zukijian.
That's what I thought.
But we'll figure it out eventually. I do remember that Arthur Safayan was fantastic in that third quarter. And defensively, how about Hai Kukazian? All out. As we get ready for the final sprint in regulation.
Referee has the ball. He's getting ready to throw it in here. They always want the best one, and they end up cycling through 6 or 7 before they get the right one through.
And here we go. Final quarter of play. West Valley wins the opening sprint here in the fourth quarter. Miscommunication. 2-on-1 opportunity to start the fourth for LA Valley. Andino sprints back. Miscommunication between Andino and Domingo for the Vikings. Disaster averted momentarily.
Oh my
Krusko
goodness.
with an unbelievable save, denying Bruner.
That might be the save of the day there. That was so clutch. I mean,
check out the highlight reel for tomorrow, that's for sure.
He had such an open shot on goal there. I mean, that's such a tough move from a goalie.
So now West Valley with possession, as Andino has it at the top of the key. Looking inside, they're looking for Demuno. Demuno looking for the ball. It's punched away nicely by Gavorkian. LA Valley now with possession. Skipped up ahead. This is Arakelian. Bruner, so deadly with that arm. Multiple goals here today. Arakelian now out front for the Monarchs, rising up. Touch pass, touch shot. Looking to go over Kruska, and Kruska said,
Arakelian shot.
It's like a chip shot in soccer. You're trying to go up and over the goalie's head.
Andino up ahead, that's good vision. Boudelet with a little bit of room, trying to turn on it. He's double teamed, he'll be fouled. Possession will stay. Little no look, this is Demuno. That one just wide right. And that was Francisco Vargas on the attempt, point blank, and West Valley still trailing it by 1. 6:30 to go in the final quarter. Here in regulation. You get the feeling of overtime here. Domingo kicks it back to Krusko. Xavier wins another possession for West Valley. Up ahead, this is Alger. Alger with some room. See if he rises up. Looking for a streak in Boudelet. Boudelet fires it in cross cage. And Alexander, or Nicholas Boudelet rather, puts it in, ties it up at 7-all. 7-all here in the fourth. And the Monarchs will try to respond. Bruner with possession, working on Andino. Bruner kicks it back. This is Arnett. Arnett rising up, looking for some room. Arnett got to be careful, very good in terms of finding his spots. Looking for Bruner. Bruner doesn't handle it cleanly. Little comes over, kicked out. This is Arakelian. He'll rise up and he'll fire it in. The Monarchs back with the lead by 1.
Double. Arakelian.
Arakelian fires one in. That's just a terrific job of movement, opening up the pool. Arakelian fires it into the cage. Great job there, Emery.
Yeah, West Valley, despite scoring, I mean, it seems like LA Valley has an answer every single time so far.
Much like we saw in the first match between Sierra and Santa Barbara.
Yeah. But this game is a lot closer than than those scores back-to-back would tell you.
DeMuno with the rifle shot backhander.
Oh, my goodness. That is probably the best shot we've seen.
Highlight of the tournament, Enrico DeMuno. Look at this shot. No look.
Turns around. I mean, that's as good as it gets. It doesn't get better than that.
Stoy, can we go to replay 2 on that one? All the way back. Eight all. West Valley and LA Valley, and you get the feeling that type of a goal here at home in the championship of the 2018 3C2A finals might spur on the home team Vikings, but they got to get a stop here. Last time the Monarchs came right back and put it in the cage.
LA Valley looking for a foul called. They thought there was a little too much extracurricular early on in the development of that play.
Vucetic up top, this one off of the side of the cage by Arakelian. So the Monarchs denied on that possession, and here comes West Valley.
For West Valley, this is all about standing tall on defense here. They have to get another score in, but if you're going to concede points back-to-back really quickly, it's going to be very difficult for you to come back in this game, and they're level right now.
And you almost wonder what could have been had Enrico DeMuno, top goal scorer on the season for West Valley, hadn't missed some time early on with an injury.
Yeah.
Came off, he was knocked in the nose, had to come out for a pretty good bit of time. On the flip side, he does have some fresh legs, and saw that certainly on the last shot he attempted. Turnover here, Monarchs now with possession. Here comes Carson Arnett. And we'll have an exclusion here. Going to go against Jafet Hernandez. And we'll have a timeout called poolside. Monarchs going to talk things over. High drama here in the fourth. 8-all. LA Valley, West Valley. Semifinal number 1 in the men's bracket for the 3C2A Water Polo Championships in 2018. power play opportunity here for the Monarchs. Tied up at 8-all. West Valley, LA Valley here in semifinal number 1. Bruner near side, gives it up top. This is Arakelian, and do we have another clock issue?
Yeah, they started the shot clock way too late. I mean, it was at 29 seconds, but it should have been started the moment that that play started. Well, still sorting out their clock issues. Like I said before, in the last game, a lot of the bigger stoppages where everyone's wondering what's going on. I mean, oh, so they weren't even running the game clock. This is that's tough. That's tough. That's really tough because it takes a lot of the mindset and distracts you a little bit from what your original plan is.
Exactly right. So Bruner with it near side. Arakelian up top, back to Bruner, back to Arakelian. Working on the power play. Kruska can't deny Bruner again. And Bruner with the skip shot past Kruska. Kruska's been good. He's been great all day. We'll see the shot on replay here. That's just a terrific find near post.
Yeah,
9-8, LA Valley with the lead. 3:38 to go.
And he kind of stays with his line. He doesn't show too much with his body. He doesn't turn all the way around until the ball's out of his hand. And, he just puts that straight in that corner that he wanted to throw to. Everybody knew where it was going.
DeMuno with it. Middle. Rises up. He's denied momentarily by Gavorkian. It's squirted past him nearly into the goal. But the Vikings are denied here. Possession back to LA Valley. Looking to kill some clock here and pad their lead. Monarchs leading it 9-8. They're going to bail at the end of the shot clock, and we'll have a counter opportunity. Kruska looking down the pool. Has a man. This is Domingo. Xavier.
Yeah, and
Will this be a 5-meter?
No, it's not going to be a 5-meter,
just
but
be a foul.
It'll just be a regular foul. But that was enough. That was enough movement. He pushed his head underwater, and a lot of times you see these guys, they're trying to draw that foul by pushing their own head underwater.
Yeah.
But that was he got definitely enough contact there to stop it.
Domingo looking inside. He has Scheller on the inside. Also has Jafet Hernandez jockeying for position. We'll have a foul going back the other way. It's a turnover. 2:30 to go. 9-8 LA Valley by the slimmest of margins. Luis Bruner will bring it up.
Then on defense, you're going to do that the same way as you're trying to get that whistle so you can get your guys another second to get into position so it's not as fast of a play.
Entered into the middle. Kruska has that shot denied off the top of the cage.
Nordanian shot off the crossbar.
Nordanian was point blank and could not put it in. And here comes the counterattack for West Valley. Andino looking inside. The pass is thwarted. From extracurricular there, Hernandez.
They're appealing, but they're not going to get it. Fair play from the ref. You know, it's physical, but it's not that physical. And
1:30 to go.
You always give that buffer. West Valley has to come up big here.
Need a stop and a score. And it's an absolute dagger from the top. LA Valley takes a 2-goal lead. So Hike Gukasian with the score. Having an issue with his cap. Hike was fantastic early on. And he lost his cap. They reassigned the number, so instead of number 2, he's number 17.
2 is 17. Oh, okay.
So Hike Gukasian puts LA Valley up by 2 with 1:18 to go, and West Valley in dire straits here. They need a quick score and a quick stop to give themselves a chance. Coach Willow Rodriguez trying to draw something up here. And Emery, that's an absolute coffin nail there, that last shot from Gukasian.
Yeah, that's tough because now you're looking at the clock and going, how much time do we have to score twice, and how do we have an answer for a team that scored very quickly on any type of counterattack?
Domingo looking for a spot. Enrico DeMuno near side, guarded by Gukasian, who just scored that last goal, forcing a near steal. Here's Andino trying to turn on the ball. It is stolen by Arnett. Bruner trying to play keep away here from Andino, back to Gavorkian, and that will likely do it here. LA Valley just has to play keep away. Well, you had a feeling that the top seed in the North, West Valley, might be a team of destiny coming in. They had dispatched the 2 seed in the South, Merced 15-6 in the Northern Regional Final. An opportunity to be in the championship game at home here in 2018, but LA Valley, a very dangerous squad, champions of the Western State Conference, 24-5 on the season, 6-0. The one loss on the season versus the top team in the 3C2A, Golden West, came at the hands of LA Valley. And the Monarchs came to play today here in semifinal number 1 in the men's bracket. They lead it 10-8, 32 seconds to go. Kruska's going to enter it in. Alger to DeMuno. We'll have an exclusion. DeMuno denied by Gavorkian. And what a day in the cage for Tony Gavorkian. Hike Gukasian's been fantastic throughout. Really the last goal to seal the deal for the Monarchs. But in goal today, Tony Gavorkian. A big difference, and you got to give a shout out to Marco Kruska in goal for West Valley. He was terrific as well. Highlight of the day will go to Enrico DeMuno on the fantastic backhand. $20 seconds remaining. Rest of the time, all but a formality. Game 3 on the day coming up. Fullerton, San Joaquin Delta here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Be sure to pay attention and subscribe to our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. Just throwing off, we'll have the call come. LA Valley coming in looking for their first championship game berth as a program. Fell to Golden West last week in the SoCal final, 11-6. Tony Kevorkian coming in leading the state with 23 wins and 222 saves coming into the championships. The save percentage of .622.
Kick out Domingo.
Champions of the Western State Conference. They've won 5 consecutive Western State Conference championship titles, and they punched their ticket to tomorrow. They will await the winner of Merced and Golden West later today. LA Valley, your winner over West Valley, 10-8. Happy you've joined us, everyone, and stay tuned to our coverage later today. Coming up, San Joaquin Delta taking on Fullerton in the women's bracket. And as we just said, Golden West taking on Merced in our 4th game of the day. For Jeff Stoynoff, Emery Johnson, I'm Mike Cepeda signing off. Back in a moment.